family. Keep it going for Abraham Valdez. Yes.
Hey, how's it going? One more time for all the comedians that have come out tonight. Thank you so much to Samir and Gabe. My roommates recently bought something called Poo-Pourri. I don't know if you're familiar with this. It's supposed to make your shit smell better. I didn't read the bottle though. I didn't know you're supposed to put it before you go. Now my breath smells like lavender and lemon. We also got a bidet. Are there any bidet heads in here? Yeah. I'm so glad I just don't have to use my hand anymore. It's great. We did cheap out on the bidet, so it feels more like someone's just spitting at your asshole. Every time I turn it on, it's just like, a little bit about myself. I am a recovering fat ass. I think you realize you become a fat ass when you have a favorite flavor of Tums. You know? I don't know if you've ever, like I looked up my weight once on Google, and I just got articles for, like, when you should kill a pig for maximum meat. I don't know if you've ever stepped on a scale and it just, like, sucks its teeth in. I'm getting older, too. And not much has changed. I've looked like this since I was, like, 15. It's crazy. The only thing that's changed is I moan when I pee now. Nobody ever told me about that. There's no, like, little guides that say that. One thing about being in my 30s now, though, is I'm not depressed anymore. You know, pretty happy about that. I'm not depressed like I used to be in my 20s. I'm not any better, though. I just kind of learned how to take care of myself enough. You know, I take care of myself the same way you take care of, like, a roommate's dog when they're out of town. You know, I'll turn on YouTube videos when I'm home alone, just so I don't get anxious and, like, rip up the carpet. You know, I have a designated hump pillow. I started doing this for real. I went out and bought a stick of cookie dough, and anytime I do something good, I take a bite out of it as a treat. I started abusing the system, though. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go to work now. It's just like, I wasn't a smart kid growing up. I thought Ray Charles was the king of black people. I thought anti-Semite meant that you hated truck drivers. And I thought Mary Kate and Ashley were 3 people. I thought they just kept Kate like in a medically induced coma in case any of the other ones needed organs or just wanted like an extra pair of arms like Goro from Mortal Kombat. One of the Olsen twins are old as fuck now, but one of them got Lyme disease. So now one of them looks like visibly older than the other because like Lyme disease is a really fucked up disease that deteriorates your body. This is getting funnier. So now one of them looks like a witch that always tells the truth, and one of them looks like a witch that always lies, and you gotta cross a bridge, and you gotta figure out who's who. Unless you have like a Percocet on you, then they'll split it and they just let you through. Another thing about me, I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. Very, very great city. I love my city so much. We are like rated one of like the worst aggressive driver cities in the country. And I think it's because we get most of our water from a lake nearby called Lake Mead. And it's the lowest it's ever been in history. And I think at this point, we're all just drinking the bottom of the lake water that's just filled with like seeping bags of cocaine from like everybody flushing it in their casino hotels over the years. Something that happened during COVID was that they started finding dead bodies at Lake Mead in barrels. And anybody that's from Las Vegas knows that it's just a part of our history. Nobody was really surprised, you know. And I think it's what makes Las Vegas really special, in that we have a Native American burial ground, and then we have an Italian American burial ground right over that guy. So where you have runs with horses, you have bets on horses right above them, and then sleeps with fishes out by the lake. I love Las Vegas, man. I am I am Mexican. I just can't do the whistle. That lets like other Mexicans know that the health inspector just walked in. I recently went on a bastard rite to Mexico this year. It's a little bit like birthright, but instead of like dancing to LMFAO and joining the IDF, it's just looking for your dad that abandoned you when you were born. I had a wonderful time in Mexico. I got to see family I haven't seen in a long time. It was great. Very beautiful country, lovely cuisine. It was funny though, because my cousin like, I'm out drinking with my cousin, and he kind of leans in and he's like, "Hey man, is it true that New York is as dangerous as people say it is, like on the internet and like on TikTok?" And I'm like, "Dude, we're drinking like in an open field where they filmed a beheading video. I think we're okay, you know." The beheading video that has like Funky Town in the background. I don't know if anybody else had like unsupervised internet access as a child, you know, and saw that one. I think it's funny that they like the guy who was editing this beheading video was like, "Whoa, this is like really intense. Let me put on Funky Town to really clear things up." Watching that in my computer lab in fucking 7th grade and just changing my brain chemistry forever. Now, like that used to be how you saw like gore videos. Now it's just like every morning when you wake up and check Twitter, there's just like a video of like a man getting vaporized in like some industrial plant, and you're just completely desensitized to it. I went to the most dangerous state in Mexico, and you actually get like a little prompt when you buy your tickets from the airline that like and it says like, "Hey, are you sure?" Like, and it's crazy because like people that live there, people that aren't involved in all the violence, they're just kind of like the little animals inside the contraptions from the Flintstones. Like, it's a living. Like, I still got to go to work today. You know, I once hung out with one of those guys though before. It was in my dad's hometown. You don't have to worry about the name. It's named after a Spaniard. Some pretty unchill stuff happened a couple hundred years ago, and all we have to show for it is like mayonnaise and cheese on corn. I have a 6-pack around me. There's like a festival going on, and I see this dude across from me who has a Gucci cowboy hat down to like the socks. You know, you look at him and you're like, "Oh, I could tell that you own a white horse that has like a BMW brand on it." And he pulls out a big bag of weed, and I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey man, like, I have beer on me, like, can you smoke me out and I'll give you some of my beer?" And he was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." And he's just like, "I just don't have a lighter." I'm like, "Oh, for sure, like you got it." And we hang out. My family gets mad at me because they found out that I hung out with one of these guys. Nothing really happens. 2 weeks later, my uncle sends me an article from the news. Massive shootout, bodies everywhere. And I see in that picture, it's that guy I hung out with. And I go, "Oh fuck, I am not getting my lighter back." All right, thank you so much. I'm Abraham Valdez.